Good morning. Look at the beautiful clouds in the sky. It is a wonderful, nice Monday morning. And yeah, I am putting out another video here to to prove, this is the proof. The proof is that I am happy. The proof is that I am having embodied language and that you don't. The proof is that everybody gets carried away by disembodied language, and I'm having embodied language. I gotta tie up my shirt here, look decent. Oh yeah, do you see my little thing that I have around my neck? The American flag to hold my glasses. I love it. You know, this is a new thing that I bought yesterday. I suddenly saw it and I said, oh yeah, I want to have that to show my patriotism. I am an American lover. You know, when I first came to America, I was having writing paper with the American flag on it. And I was still writing a lot of letters. And but I don't write any more letters these days. I stopped writing letters. I stopped a lot of the conversations that I've had. And but all of that, of course, with only one goal. It's not really a goal. It is, the conversations had to come to an end so that I could have this conversation, so that I could have this continuation of my embodied language. And yeah, you know, people have asked me so often in these last 45 years that I've been talking about this. Yeah, people have been asking me so much for, I don't know, for empirical validation of what this is. They're asking for research about this, and I try to make a sort of a comparison. Oh, it aligns with this research, it aligns with that research. Well, how about you just listening to yourself and having a conversation with yourself and beginning to, feel in your body, because that's what it is all about. You feel in your body that you are having embodied language, and you cannot have embodied language if you do not feel it in your body. So your physiological experience is the proof that you have embodied language. And in disembodied language, it seems as if you don't have a body. It seems you are just a talking head. And that's why I call it that way. Good morning. Yeah, I call it disembodied language because you really are not in your body when you are having disembodied language in which you don't listen to yourself. So, good morning. Have a good day. So, you either are going to do it on your own. You're gonna sit there by yourself, or I don't know, go like me on a little bike ride in the morning, or you go for a little walk. And you can also hold your phone in front of you and you can say, okay, hello, this is me. I'm here. I am speaking with myself. I am listening to myself. I hear it. And it sounds good. And I hear it and I feel it. So this is something so interesting. Now we gotta talk about this. Oh yeah. So language in embodied language is perceived, of course, as overt because I hear it, I say it, and if you make a recording like this, you see it. You see it. You see yourself talking, and if you watch your own video, you can watch it. It is overt. Language is overt. It's not happening inside of you. But what is happening inside of you is very important while you're having embodied language. Because what is happening inside of your body is not language, but it is your physiological well-being. Yes, your physiological well-being. That means there is no fight, flight, or freeze response. You are just feeling utterly at ease. Yes, that is so wonderful that you can feel that way, that you can experience that, and that you are, speaking from that experience. Yeah. So that does not mean that there's language inside of you. No, it means that you are feeling completely at ease so that you can finally say what you want to say. And you can just, good morning. Here we go again. Have a good one. I meet a couple of old ladies every morning, and they're all going on their morning walk, and some of them they walk with a walker, and some of them they walk with a walking cane, but they always greet me and I greet them. They're such nice old ladies. Yeah. But yeah, you can have embodied language and you can feel that in your body. And other than that, no proof is needed. No scientific validation is needed. There is no good morning. Hi, how are you? And so this kind of puts to rest, this endless request for validation, and because you are validating yourself. You experience in your body, and in behaviorism they call it self-stimulation or automatic reinforcement. You do it, you behave this way, you have this behavioral response because it is self-reinforcing. You like it, you enjoy it, it feels good. and no, there is no language inside of you. The language is outside of you, and you enjoy that. Oh gosh, you can so fully express yourself so clearly and so happily and so elaborately. Everything is just so clear and so beautiful. Yeah. And yes, there can be some clouds in the sky, but they don't bother you. They don't bother me. Oh, gosh. Good morning. Hi. Another physiological phenomenon that will become apparent to anyone who begins to talk with himself or herself and listen to him or herself. When you do that, when you engage in embodied language, you will notice, don't need anybody to approve of it, don't need me to approve of it. You will notice, you will feel it, you will experience it. It's undeniably true that you are happy, you are feeling good, you are having this positive, good morning, you're having this positive experience. And what does that entail? This is interesting to describe that. Because that positive experience, whoopla, I just wanted to take this little side step here because I didn't want to bother this person with his dogs there. He's always taking up a lot of room. And so you have your own positive experience, and your energy, it is going up. That is interesting. That the energy in your body goes upward. And you feel also like, when you are awake, you're kind of sitting up, you're listening up, you are sort of straightening yourself out, and it feels almost as if you experience some sort of a gracious straightness. Gracious straightness. That's a great title of this video. But that gracious straightness is signifying, good morning, it signifies your language enlightenment. In your language enlightenment, you're not slouching along, you're not having hung shoulders. No, you are awake, you are alive, you are vibrantly alive. And yes, there may be, I don't know, maybe you are old, maybe you are, there can be all sorts of circumstances due to which maybe you are not 100% or whatever, I mean, people, of course, they have particular, somebody may be ill or something like that, I mean, these things can happen, of course. And or maybe you have been not sleeping well or something, or I don't know, something happened in your life due to which you feel sad or something like that. So there's many circumstances due to which you may not feel uppity. But what I'm saying is that if you have embodied language, you will sort of just like a leaf that had been bent because it was covered with snow, and the snow collected on that leaf, and then at a certain moment the leaf just bends and the snow, it just slides off and the leaf is back up again. And so that kind of a process I'm talking about. You kind of feel revived again. You kind of feel restored again. You feel energized again. And yes, it may not mean exactly what I'm saying here, that you're totally, totally up straight. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you have, not internally, but in your language, you have in your language a way of expressing yourself which is precise, which is certain, which is strong, and which is proud, and which is, you have accomplished this. You have done what it took to do this. And so it has to do with, graceful straightness. Yes, I like that word. So you just enjoy the strength that is in here. You enjoy the vastness of this. There's so much that is involved in this. This is not just small stuff. You are saying something that is, you could say big, that is really broad, that is, and no, you're not You're not expanding your mind because there is no mind, but you are using your language correctly. That's also what it is. Yeah, it is this sense that you really are now using your language for yourself. Yeah, and you attend to yourself with your language. You attend to your experience with your language. Your language is not in any way distracting from or diminishing your experience. Yeah? Yeah. So, yeah. And so, stagnation is something that is now completely understood and also prevented, because you inoculate yourself against any kind of stagnation. You're not going to get stagnated with embodied language. You only get stagnated in disembodied language. So once you recognize that, oh, I wasn't listening to myself, okay, well then you are instantly revitalized. Yeah. So that is also what I just was looking for, that word, revitalization. Yeah. So that is that straightness, that you feel revitalized. Yeah. It has to do with energy. And so now I believe I have really I've really said enough today. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut for a little bit and see if I still want to say something more, but I'm just gonna for a while just look at myself and ride my bicycle some more, and I just maybe want to say something more, but I believe that I've said what I wanted to say. Yeah. It's interesting, when you have spoken like this, when you have spoken whatever it is that you want to say and that you're capable of saying, you kind of know also when you're done, and you kind of know, yeah, this is it. And it's such a nice feeling, because you have satisfied yourself, you have stimulated yourself, and you have also set in motion a process of continuing with this, because you have made your priorities, you have basically acknowledged the importance of this, and by doing this, you're doing yourself an incredible favor. Okay, I was going to be quiet. Let me see if I can tone it down. Do I need to tone it down, or do I need to tune it up? Okay. Now it is true that you notice that you have said what you wanted to say, and that it is a wonderful result that is created in this way, that cannot be created in any other way. Yeah? So what you are experiencing could not have been created in any other way. It was created by what you have said to yourself, alone, by yourself, nobody there. Yeah. And so, yeah, you couldn't get this by listening to somebody else. You couldn't get this by, being distracted from yourself, and I don't know. Or also by presumably being full of yourself, because that of course also happens, where people are supposedly so, they're so important, they're so they're so all over the map, and they are so busy with so many things, but they're not busy with this. No, they cannot be busy with this, because all these things that they're busy with, distracts them from this. Yeah. And everything that they are talking about has nothing to do with this. All right. Oh, okay. So now you know. That's why. That's why it is. Yeah. And you can read many books, and you can study, and you can talk with other people, listen to them, even listen to me, but still be distracted from yourself. And that's what always happens in your disembodied language. In disembodied language, we are listening to others, we're talking with others, we want others to listen to us, and we want to talk with them, but we're not listening to ourselves. We're not doing this, and we're not willing to hear what we're saying to ourselves, because what we are saying is not anything we want to hear. We want other people to hear it. Yeah. Well, in closing of this video, if you do not get it, that I like to hear what I say, if you do not get it, that I say this to myself, and yeah, you are allowed to listen to it. You're allowed to acknowledge that, okay, that's what he's doing. I'm not doing that, but I could also be doing that. And perhaps, just perhaps, I'm not saying you should believe me. No. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, you will find out once you do it whether what I say is true or not. Now, that is a good note on which to leave this this video, and I'm now going to let the bicycle ride a little further and let it stop. Here, one more look at the sun that's coming up. Yeah. Have a good day wherever you are, and try to explore what it is that I say, okay? Try to do that and see if it is true.